square roots. What did we try to find?
The perfect
square. The perfect square, right? Okay, so there is also such a thing as perfect cubes.
Really?
Yeah, it's just when you cube the numbers. So when you do cubed roots, we were breaking it.
That's so rude.
We were breaking it down and looking for 3 of the same number, correct?
Yes.
But you can also look for the biggest perfect cube that goes into it. So everybody get out your note card.
Yay! And that card so cute and makes me really excited.
Yeah. Me too. All right, so we have our counting numbers. That's our first row, right?
Yes.
And our second row is our perfect squares. So we're going to do our third row, and we're going to list just the first 10 perfect cubes. And we're going to use those to help us. We're going to rework 13, 14, 15, and 16. We're going to rework those using our perfect cube. So the perfect cube of 1 is just 1. So that stays the same. So again, I'm doing those in different numbers. Also, can we please make sure that we throw away the trash of our cookies? Because if those are left in here, we're never doing snacks again.
And some people are allergic to peanut butter, so before you go touching doors, please use hand sanitizer. No one's allergic to peanut butter. Yeah, but like other people, like if they touch the door and then have allergic reaction, and that's like deep. That is really deep.
Some people can. If I bring a coconut, are you going to break out into halves? If I bring a coconut, are you going to break out into halves? What if I cut open the coconut and pour it on you?
That's probably bad.
What if I... Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
What if
I thought you were allergic to coconut. Did you eat one and then like what happened?
I ate like 12 almond joys.
I checked my answers from 1 through 10 on my phone. Do I need to give you my score so you can get rating? Okay. What if they work 2, 4, 3? It's 24.
Okay, so the cubed of 2 is 8, because it's 2 times 2 times 2, and that's 8. What's the cubed of 3?
3 times 3 times 3.
What's the cubed of 4? Guys, you just take this number and multiply it by the counting. So 25 times 5 is 125. 36...
I'm just kidding.
No, I was just pausing to explain it. So you would do 36 times 6, and that would give you the cube. That's all. 2 what? I'm sorry?
16.
All right. And then 49 times 7 is 343. Okay. Now I'm going to come over here. 64 times 8 is 512. 81 times 9. And then 1,000. And we're stopping there.
Would it be the same for like the scores?
Say it to me again.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
She's
Okay.
talking about like 4, but not cubed and not squared, but like.
To the 4th power?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would it be the same like you multiply like the...
You would do 64 times 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it just goes to the next thing. Yes. It does, and it didn't even register what you were asking me. Because somebody else said it in 3rd period, and it didn't, I don't know why it didn't register. But thank you for saying that yesterday, and sorry that I didn't even, I don't know what happened. Alright, so this is our cubes. And you don't have to write this, I'm just writing it for me. This is our squares. And Blair, that doesn't go on there. And this is our counting. I was all kinds of off yesterday. You were trying to tell me that. Alex was trying to tell me about the justification. Thank you. I don't know. I have so much that's spinning around that I want to say to y'all, and then I just forget something, so I'm real sorry.
I wrote operation instead of content. I don't know what's going on.
Alright, are we ready? Okay, so I just want y'all, and you can write these down if you want to, but we're going to break these down using our perfect cubes. I'm going to do them on a separate sheet of paper. That way you can see what it looks like when we do our perfect cubes, when we use them. Okay? Yes, no, maybe. Alright, so our first one is, can we shut the door, please? Because I can't.
I was about to, but I thought you would get mad because.
No. Normally, I don't even like the door shut, but lately... Thank you. Alright, so we need 135. Now, we need to find, and we're using our blue column this time, we need to find our biggest perfect cube that we think is going to go into 135. And remember, goes into means it divides into it evenly. So what do you guys think it's going to be?
27.
27? Alright, so let's do, and it's 135, correct? Let's do 135 divided by 27 and see what we get.
5.
We got 5. Awesome. Alright, so that's going to break that down into 27 and 5. Now, this is a perfect cube. It's the same way that when we did our perfect squares and we just took the number to the outside. The cubed root of 27 is 3. So it's 3 cubed root 5.
Wait, you don't go back to the.
You go back to the counting. No, you can just watch. It's the same thing as when we took our square root of 9, we went back to the counting, right?
Yeah.
So when you take your cubed root, you always go back to the counting. Always. Every time. Does the first one make sense? Would it help if we did another one so we can see it again? Okay. Perfect. All right, 243.
Yeah.
Cubed root of 243.
Avery.
Sir.
Crinkle, 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 crinkle.
81 and 3.
But we need a cubed root. We need a perfect cubed. 125? Alright, let's try 243 divided by 125. That doesn't work. Alright, let's do 243 divided by 64. That doesn't work. Let's do 243 divided by 27. That works. I got 9 when I did that one. So that would be 27 and 9. Alright, what is the cubed root of 27? 3. So the answer is 3 cubed root 9. Now, why can we not break 9 down anymore?
It would just be 3 and 3.
Yeah. You already have your 3 3.
Right, and so there's only 2 there, right? Not enough. That's all you do. Let's do another one. 320. The cubed root of 320. Alright, what do you think the biggest perfect cube that goes into that is? 125? Alright, we can try it. 320 divided by 125 is, I got 2.56.
64.
64 works. So we would have 64 and 5. Alright, and remember we're looking at the cube. So what's the cubed root of 64? 4. And what stays under the house? 5. Yep.
That makes a whole lot more sense.
Yeah. And it's okay, we can keep doing it over and over to practice. Yes, ma'am? Yes, take the G. And remember, I told y'all before when we did the perfect squares that this is something that takes practice. We have to do over and over and over again. That's the same thing with the cubes. Alright, let's do uno más. 375. Alright, what is the biggest perfect square, or perfect cube, rather, that goes into 375?
27.
Alright. Is that the biggest?
125. Oh, yeah. Good job.
So that would be 3. Good job, guys. So 125 and 3. Alright, what's the
5.
something wrong with y'all. 5 cubed root 3. So you say that cubed root. Mm-hmm.
And if it's not cubed root, it's 5 squared root.
Yeah. It would be 5 square root 3. And if there was a 4, it would be 5 fourth root 3.
5 4. I think I got it.
Okay, so since you think you have it, we have another page. But I can. Let's do, okay, before we go to the next page where you're on your own, I'm going to make up some so we can take a deep breath, okay? All right, so what if I said, me too, except I still have to. Next week we're going to be zombies, so be excited about that.
Yeah.
All right, so what if I said that?
It'll be 1 cube. And I'm gonna let her get.
Why? Be strong.
216.
That would become the cubed root of 216. And what's the cubed root of 216?
6.
All right, what if I said, I don't like that this doesn't simplify. Okay, well, we're ahead of the book, I guess. Makes me angry.
Yeah, you're a little violent up there.
Don't judge me. All right. Come here, calculator.
I guess it's 144.
That's not a perfect cubed. So I guess you need to use your note card and not yell it out loud. That's not a perfect cube.
144.
It's not a perfect cube.
Oh, it's 512.
512. Good. Take a pointer, bro. You got it first. All right, so it's 512 and 4, right? So the cubed root of 512 is 8. So it's 8 cubed root 4. So again, in case you're confused on which column we're using, we're cubes. It's the cube root. So it's not the first, it's not the second, it's the third column.
Yeah, but you said we go back to counting.
Right, sweetie, but you have to pick the perfect cube that goes into it, then go back to counting. All right, ready for another one? Sorry for existing.
I was like, oh, and asking for
Wait, did we finish the one at the top?
like Thursday night, I'll be in Mexico for Romania.
The rest of us will be here.
Yeah, I know, but I want to know if it's still work. I don't know if you
talking
have it
about?
planned out yet or not.
Probably be doing zombies.
Okay. I mean, if it's I could always get it.
It's recording.
I can always get it like the day.
I'll give it to you Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things.
You forgot to turn on your line here.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. You know. Yeah, but I don't look at the wall.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Do that one.
Wait. Yeah. Let's see.
Take a point. But what's the simplified version? I want you to tell me the whole thing before you earn your point.
Oh, I got it. I think I do.
Do you think so, mister?
Alright, guys.
Take a point.
Wait, I didn't know.
She said 5 cubed root 9. You got real close. You didn't take the cubed root of 125. I know, life is tough. Remember, you cannot go over today. It's Thursday.
Asbury, did they tell you what time the second picture?
I don't think so. They vaguely send out a schedule that changes sometimes. All right, last one, and then you're on your own.
Got it.
Are we ready? Let's go crazy.
Let's not go crazy.
Let's not go too crazy.
This one is 3, 4. Not the 9. Yeah, this one is
Blair,
if we're going crazy. What did he say?
I never know.
This is for 3, 4, if we're going crazy.
How you gonna tell her? Man. That looks like an address to me.
Take a point.
I get it.
Okay, that's okay. Who else thinks they got it?
Marshall.
What'd you get?
216. I haven't put it in the thing.
You have to simplify it.
I got it. 6,
I got
6, 3. She called it on my
6. 3 then the 9.
What does you know mean?
Yeah.
Cube root! Cube root! So it's 2, 16, and 9, and then 6 cubed root 9. Yes, take a point. Jenny, I know you got that too, so take a point.
How do you do that?
How do I do what? This part? This part?
How did it not, is it 9 times 216?
Yeah, we did 1944 divided by 216, and we got 9. Like that in a calculator.
Okay, so you take the second, you take, okay. Alright.
I know what you're trying to say. Alright, so what I want you guys to do now is I would like you to please do 17, 18, 19, 20, and then we're going to talk about the rest. Okay? That's all I want you to do right now. Alright, so in case you can't read those, this says 2 cubed root 12,
Yep.
6 cubed root 4,
Yep.
4 cubed root 7, and 7 cubed root 2. Yay! How do we feel? Woo! Awesome.
I just put the numbers in the wrong spot.
So that's not getting home.
It's not right, but the numbers are all there.
Okay. Do you see?
I see what happened.
You got half?
Take,
Did you say you got half?
she was talking about Maggie Joe.
Oh.
You take the counting number and you put it on the outside, and you put the other one on the inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you take the cubed root of that number to get the counting number. Alright, are we ready to talk about these next ones? Now, this is going back to what kind of root? Squares. So we're going to use our what?
Perfect square.
Perfect squares, not the cubes. Now, we also have some variables. So let's talk about how to take the square root of a variable. Even though, I think we talked about it yesterday, right? I just want to make sure, just to be safe, that we're all on the same page. Alright, so let's do 21 together. We have the square root of 180x cubed. Now this time we're using our middle column, our perfect square. So what's the biggest perfect square that goes into 180? 27 is not a perfect square. Tater tots. We're using the middle row. Squares, guys.
36.
64 goes into it? How many times? No. 180 divided by, yeah, blessings. So that would be 36 and 5. So that would become 6. It's the square root and we have 5 underneath. Now we need to talk about our x's. Now remember, bless you, what's our index right here?
2.
How many times does 2 go into 3?
1.
With how many left over?
Wait, what? Oh, I still remember.
Get it together. Say it to me again, because we're all saying different things and I have no idea what you're saying. Yes, we did this yesterday. But remember, just in case, we have 3 x's, right? And it's a square root, so we need 2 of them. This guy's left over, so he's the lonely friend. One of those come outside. Do we need to do 22 together? We think we're okay.
Yes.
Do it together? Well, look at 22. 2 can't go into 1 any, so that A stays under the house. So just break down 108 and leave A under the house. Why does A stay under the house and doesn't come outside to play?
Because there's only one.
There's just one of them, and we need 2. Alright, what about 23? That's a 5, so how many times is 2 going to 5? So we have 2, and 1 left over. So it's x squared outside, x inside. What about our y's? We have 3, so 1 comes outside, 1 stays inside. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
We put the coefficient first before.
Yes. Alright, so I want you to work on 21 through 30. Because tomorrow, we move it on. Next week, you have a test.
Hey, just a little friendly reminder, Clea won't be here today.
She's already told me.